2017 of contract D in the amount of $31,060.48.
This is the fiber reinforced single seal coat to be on Fairway Land Use Drive from South Twins Boulevard to the cul-de-sac terminus. This will also be the fiber reinforced seal coat, and then we're going to put the fog seal on it also to give it that black appearance. It'll lock everything down so there's not any loose stud.
This is actually the first time we're doing it in a residential plan, right? We're trying to...
I would say so, yes, we have. We did do a test run over there on Glass Hill Road last year.
I know, but I'm just saying that's a still country road, right? I'm saying this is the first one in a residential plan that has curbs and
Right.
driving all drivers, constant driving.
I think we'd be pleased.
I think so too.
Where is this scheduled to?
Fairway Land Use Drive from South Twins Boulevard to the cul-de-sac terminus.
So first of all, is there a motion?
I'll make that
And
motion.
a second?
A second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? I know you answered most of them. Any other questions? Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. For 047-2017, it's an award of the Weston Bridge demolition. The award would be to Excavation Solutions in the amount of $19,500. You remember last month we talked about the timing the bridge came in, demolition came in higher, and Gateway went back and worked something out to make the specs a little better. Joe?
Yes, we contacted the same contractors who gave us prices last spring. Also was in communication with Excavation Solutions. We set up the request for quotes on a 2-month period of time. We had a March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, because we had some discussion with contractors that they thought that when the water level was lower in the springtime, in the summer, it would be less money. But that got proved wrong by the price that we received. We received a price of $19,500 from Excavation Solutions, which was less than any other bidder's price.
Let's get a motion first and a second. It's been moved and seconded. Any more questions for Joe on that? And that's taking the footings out and everything, right?
Yes, sir.
This is restoration.
Correct.
Yes, it's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. For 048-2017, we have a recommendation from our Historic Society about the discussion for a location of the old jail. Mr. Martincic.
Dave Martincic, Rising Road. Mr. Chairman, I'm here tonight to address the board concerning the relocation of the old jail. The jail was built in 1906, approximately 111 years old, and located approximately 1 mile east of here, just off of Route 50. The jail has a historical part of Cecil and needs to be preserved. Currently, the jail is located in an obscure location on township property, and most residents of the township do not even know that it exists. The Township Historic Society is proposing moving the jail from the current location to Cecil Park. I have provided each of you with some drawings and sketching, maybe some pictures up there. The location the Historic Society has chosen and voted on at its regular meeting on February 15, 2017. The vote was unanimous. The residents of the township, a resident of this township stepped forward and has offered to move the jail professionally at his own expense. Obviously, he has great respect for preserving the history of Cecil Township and would like to have a 111-year-old jail on display for all to see and appreciate as part of Cecil Township's history. That is why the location was chosen. The Cecil Township Historic Society is asking the Board of Supervisors to approve this project and its location. Mr. Fuchs was supposed to be here. He was the one that was going to move the jail. He was in meetings all day today and he's running late, so he's not going to be able to meet here. He was going to explain to you the process. I know he's bringing a company from Philadelphia at a great expense. I mean, we're talking over $100,000 here to move the jail. And the location, you all have a picture or a little sketch up there. And just asking for your approval.
I know that everyone has their own opinions on it, so we might as well start. What city you want to go first?
Hey, Tom, don't want me to speak for you tonight.
Well, go ahead, since before we get started. Can you go up to the microphone, please?
Don't gonna go to a meeting tonight. His thing is, we're moving this first week of June. And he wants in concrete where he wants it, because he's only gonna set it once, he said. He's not gonna set it and move it again. It costs him a heck of a lot of money. So he said, the sooner you can get to him with the location, painted out in the grass, we'll know how to work it. He said that place there was considered the easiest place to get in and out. But we can't go back, we're not gonna be able to take that thing too far back into the park. Figure it weighs like 80,000 pounds. And that's all, the tops of it, the trailer will sink.
What did you say, Ron? That what?
You can't go too far back into the park
I heard that, but I didn't.
because it will sink. The trailer will sink in that top.
But let me ask you this question. So as long as we're somewhere in that general vicinity off the parking lot or off of a parking lot, it doesn't necessarily have to be that specific location, correct?
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
But
because there was
no
a,
matter if you went up to the other end of the park or this end of the park,
doesn't matter.
it's still gonna be the same amount of distance off the
Right.
asphalt.
Right, that's fine.
And these things want to come in on these trailers that move massive churches and everything. They're all tires all the way across. Probably, I think he showed you a picture of it. I mean, these guys are massive, massive buildings. But,
Well, stay there for a second. I think I've expressed before, I have concerns about that specific location because that's already a really crowded area in the park. There's a playground directly across from it, there's a pavilion. I had discussed with some of the other supervisors some other potential locations. I discussed with Bill today, potentially putting it on the other side of the park. One of the reasons is you really want it to be the focal point. We're spending all this, Mr. Fuchs is offering to spend all this money. It's an awesome thing. I can't wait for it to be here, but you really don't want it to get damaged, and you want it to stand out on its own. You don't want it to be in an already crowded area. So one of the other places that was suggested, if you go over on the opposite side of the tennis courts, and I had tried to print, I took a picture and tried to print it, but it didn't come out very clear, is there's a real open area to the right of the tennis courts. Well, if you're facing the tennis courts, it's still left, where it kind of stands out on its own. You can see it going both directions from Route 50. It comes directly off a parking lot, so it would be easy to put there. And then people who want to see it can see it, and people who don't, you drive by and see it all the time. One of the other locations that I had suggested, because I know there was some concern that there was a desire to have it visible from the town hall, was direct off the parking lot directly to the back. It creates a real pretty scenery behind it with the creek and the trees and everything. There's enough area where you could put it 50 feet off of the stream, but maybe, I think I believe off 4 feet off of the, or so off the parking lot. It just looks pretty. It's not in such a crowded area, and then it's still visible. Those are just some suggestions that I had.
I would have concerns being it's so close to the ballpark and the tennis courts. Because have you ever watched those kids play tennis and that up there? Those balls go out of the
It's
court.
on the opposite side. I wish
You
I
mean,
can show
on the other
you.
side of the parking lot.
No, so across the trail, so the trail runs.
Yeah.
So it would be far enough up to the corner, up away from it. You'd really have to have a strong arm to hit it over and as far as that is. I can show you, if you can walk up, I can show you.
So, Bill, you did in fact have a flat spot possibility over on that side as well that Is that the same
That's the
location?
That's the
Bill's
location.
actually the one that pointed it out to me.
It would be a standalone structure in that area. It wouldn't be nearly as crowded or pinched in as it is up here. A couple concerns that I have is that if you put it up here, you're going to impact the area that's available for setting up like play areas for Pavilion 1, I guess. They like to play beanbag and all that other stuff. up
Frisbee,
there.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, they set up, and they play in that area up there. You already have a playground there, a pavilion there, and in that area, with that gel in there, would in fact take away from some of that area to set that up. That area up there, if you look at it very closely, it would be a standalone structure up there. I think it would really do the building itself a lot of justice. Have it sitting out like that by itself, away from everything else. I mean, just really would be a real feature to the park.
Where, Bill? Where are you talking about? You're saying up there?
Up before, as you come to the tennis court area there, to the left of the tennis court, to the left side of that trail right there.
A concern or an issue that I had in its location where it's proposed is that the building is rounded sides, and that would require that we would have to have a fence all the way around.
You're gonna have to fence it anyhow.
We can't go, I mean, because it has to be.
You're gonna have to fence that either way.
Wait, Ron, until they sit down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ron.
But see that's what, so you can see it.
We have to have this conversation.